Hey everyone, Missy here with Out of the World Designs and Blanks. We are your go-to for great sublimation blanks. Alright guys, so I'm going to make this video short as I can. It is a simple how to print a sublimation design with Inkscape. Everyone is looking for something free and easy to use. The Inkscape is very friendly and easy, and it's my go-to, and I have been using it for many years. So join me if you want to learn how to print with Inkscape. Okay, so the basic thing I'm going to show you at first is how to scroll in and scroll out, because that is important when you're on Inkscape. Inkscape is more than just printing. It is designing, adding text, all kinds of different things you can do, but this video is going to be about printing. I will do other videos too, and you let me know in the comments below what you are wanting to learn on Inkscape and what you would like to see, and I will make sure that I'm able to do those for you. The first thing I want you guys to do is on your desktop computer or either your laptop, find your control button. You have a CTRL button, that is your control button, and I want you to hold that control button and then use your mouse wheel. If you don't know what that is, it is in the center of your mouse that makes everything scroll up and down. I want you to hold the control button and then scroll up, and then scroll down, scroll up and scroll down. And that is how you can make your page go in and go out. Okay, so what we're wanting to do is find this square box. So I found it, and I'm going to scroll in some. All right, there we go. Another important thing, if you follow my little blue halo circle here, you will be able to see everywhere I am each time I move, okay, during the video. Now, if you see down here at the bottom, you have this sliding bar. It's a gray bar. If you left click, you can move the bar back and forth. Okay, you left click and hold. And then if you go over to the right hand side, you will see a bar that goes up and down. If you left click and you hold, you can go up and you can go down. All right, so those are some basic steps that you will need. Another thing I want to show you is how to size your box. Your box here is what you're going to stick your design into to be able to print your sublimation print. Okay, so we got four different main prints that everyone uses. They're 8.5 by 11, and then you have an 8.5 by 14, 11 by 17, and a 13 by 19. So the main one I use is a 13 by 19 because I have some really awesome large sublimation blanks, and I like pressing those. And then my next would be the 8.5 by 11 because I do lots of earrings and ornaments and keychains, and I can put a whole lot of those on an 8.5 by 11. And you can even put more on a 13 by 19 because you can fill up the whole sheet. All right, so I'm just going to show you today how to get started printing. Then I will do another video on how to fill up a sheet and how to duplicate and bring in different items to print, okay? So today is just about printing. All right, so to get you started, there's two ways to change the size of this box for your printing needs. The first way is you can go over here to File. If you follow my little circle, up here says File, click there, and then you can go down to Document Properties. Right here, Document Properties, and click there. And then you should have on the right-hand side of your screen pop up a taskbar, okay? If this taskbar is not there, no worries. I'm going to show you another way you can get it, okay? So I'm going to exit out of this taskbar, which is this little X, this little tiny X right here, okay? And then if you come down here to the very bottom of this right-hand side, not the first one, but the second one, it says edit properties of this document. So you click that and it'll pop it right on up. Okay. All right. So this taskbar here is how we adjust the size of this box. Now, the most important thing you want to do first is you want to change it to inches. I work in inches. If you work in millimeters, then you're all set. So you want to go right here, click that drop down and change to inches. IN is inches. And if you go up here to page size, you will see already some pre-selected page sizes. Okay, so you have 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14. Both of those very familiar in Sublimation. If you click the 8.5 by 11, you will see your box here change to that size. So watch, 8.5 by 11 changed. Now if you click 8.5 by 14, watch your box changed. Okay. Now, what about the bigger sizes, you ask? The 11 by 17 and the 13 by 19. No worries. We got those covered too. If you go down here to custom size, you will see your width. Well, if you just click here and then you backspace that all the way out, then you can change the size. Now, there is something important I want to tell you about this step. The 11 by 17 and the 13 by 19 size, you do have to put in a little bit less than what you actually need, okay? So you need the 11 by 17, but you're going to put in 10.90, okay? So you're going to do that because it will not print correctly if you put an 11 by 17. Then you're going to click your height here and you're going to backspace that out and you're going to change your height to 616.90. All right, guys. And then that is now your 11 by 17 paper. Let me move this out of the way so we're not having to see that. All right. So it's actually, it says 10.9 and 16.9, but no worries. That's what size you need for your 11 by 17 paper. All right. So now you will do the exact same step if you are using 13 by 19 paper, and you will make it a little bit smaller also. So you go here, backspace, and you put in 12.90, and then your height. You will do the exact same thing, 18.90. If you do not do those steps by making it a little smaller, it will not print correctly. It is some kind of weird thing that happens between the Inkscape and the printer, and it just will not. And this is the trick. Like I said, I've been doing this for many, many years, and this is how I do mine. Hope this is helpful. All right. And now another thing we want to do is we want to maybe do a landscape instead of a portrait. Right now we're in portrait mode. So what if we want a landscape design? Well, easy peasy. You go over here to where it says landscape on your right hand side and you just click that button and bam, your box changed. Magic. All right, and then you go back to your portrait and you just hit portrait and ta-da. If you hear the little yippity yap bark in the background, that is my daughter's puppy, and she is trying to play with my dog, and they are in the room with me today. So I am so sorry if it bothers anybody during this tutorial, but my daughter is in college and she is doing school right now, so I am watching the puppies. And she will tire out in a few minutes. All right, so let's see what I can show you now. Let's bring in our design. How about that? Okay, there's two ways to do that. Okay, my favorite way is to go down here to your folder. Okay. And then I am going to click on one of my folders and I'm going to search for what I want. So I'm going to look for a truck. I have lots of trucks. All right, and I'm going to bring in one of these cute trucks that I made recently. How you do that is you left click, hold it until it's highlighted, and then you just drag it and keep your finger on the left click and let go until you're on Inkscape. And if you see, it popped up right here. So you minimize that, and there's your little truck. It's my little doggy truck. Since our little doggy's in the background, I figured we'd bring the little doggy truck. It says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." Here is our little doggy truck, and now it is on here. Now, an easy way to move this around is you just left click, and you can hold on to it, and you can move it wherever you want. But the goal is to put it in the center of our box so I can show you how to size it. Okay? Now, when you click over here on the white part, if you watch, this dotted line will go away off of the truck. Okay? So I'm going to click right here. Clicked. And if you see, the dotted line went away. That means we are no longer on the truck. So if you click back on the truck, voila, we're on it now. And that's how you know if you're on the truck or not on the truck, or on your design or not on your design, is if you have the dotted line. Okay? Now, how do we size this to fit the blank we want it to fit? Well, that's really easy. Okay, guys? You go up here and you will see where it says W for width and then H for height. These measurements here are for what you're going to put here, your design, okay? So first thing you want to do again is go over to where it says MM and drop down and take it to inches, unless you work in millimeters, okay? And then it changes everything. Now, what I do when I am sizing our blanks to what I need them to print out for, or I'm sorry, when I'm sizing my sublimation prints, I'm sizing them for my blanks, okay? On our website, if you purchase a truck sublimation blank that matches this design you're looking at, in the description of the blank, it'll tell you what size exactly you need to print your transfer at. So I would go onto my website and look at the truck, and in the truck, it's going to tell me exactly what size I need to adjust the width and the height at. Well, when I do that, I like to lock this little icon right here. It's a little lock symbol. I like to try that first, okay? I like to lock it like that. Now, what happens is I always start with height first. So if I am going to do a truck, let me look real fast. Can't remember what our largest truck size is. Let me go in here and look. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm going to the website. Should have already had this going on my cellular device. Truck blank. Let me see. All right, our 11 by 13. Okay, so 11 inches by 13 inches. The rule for any large blank over 5 inches is to always add 3.0 to your blank, okay? So what you would do is if you have a 13-inch blank, you want to do 13.30. 30 gives you your bleed line. So that gives you extra room all around here. So when you are pressing onto our blank, it looks beautiful. So I'm going to go up here to height, and I'm just going to click here, and then I'm going to backspace. I'm backspacing all the way out. And then you're going to put 13.30 because the blank is 13 inches tall, but you want the 30 to add for your bleed line, okay? I got that done. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click here. Okay, you ask why I clicked here is because it will change your size for you. If you watched it, changed it, okay? Now I'm going to click back on the truck. You have to always be clicked on your design when you're changing your dimensions. If you're not clicked on the design and you're clicked over here, it's not going to work. See? It's not highlighted. You can't do anything. So click on your design, then you can click here. Okay, so the truck is 11 inches wide. So the width should change to 11.30. Doesn't mean because I lock this, it should change to 11.30, but does not mean that it did, okay? So always just check your second measurement just to make sure your measurement's in good. Mine did not change, and I made it like that so I could show you. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to unclick the lock button. You have to unclick it because if you change this measurement, it's going to change this one again. And you don't want to change this one again. It is correct. You only want to change your width. So now I'm going to hit the unlock button. And then I'm going to change this one to 11. I'm going to backspace out. I'm going to put 11.30. Okay. And if you see, my truck is still highlighted, so it knows to change the truck. Okay. And then I'm just going to click anywhere over here and it'll change it. Bam. Done. So if you click back on your truck now, you're going to look back up here and your dimensions are going to be correct. 11.30 by 13.30. And you are ready to go, okay? Now, the next thing you need to do is make sure you're not trying to print with it like right on the line. See how it's right on the line? Don't do that. Try to give it a little room. Give yourself a little print room. See, like I have a little gap here, a little gap here. Make sure you have enough room. And yes, you can fill the rest of your page and print, and I will show you that in another video. This is just to show you how to print. Okay, I'm going to show you how to fill a page and print next. But this is just to show you how to print. So now you need to mirror your image. It is very, very, very important that you mirror your image. So you're going to click back on your truck, and then you're going to go up here to this little icon. See the little icon? That is to flip horizontal. So you're going to click there horizontally, click it, and it flips your truck. You click it back, and it flips it back. See? So this is the way you need it, okay? You need it flipped just like that. And then you're ready to print. So what you're going to do next is super, super easy, okay? You're going to go up here to your file, and you're going to go down to print. You're going to find the printer that you want. You can scroll like this to find your printer. We have lots of them. I'm going to use my living room left. That tells me, so I have two printers in my living room. One is on the left, one's on the right. So this is telling me which one I'm using. I'm going to just click there. Then I'm going to go to preferences, okay? You click on your preferences, and they're going to pull up. The first step you see here is paper source. Your paper source just means, are you printing it in the large cassette that you stick into your printer, or are you printing it in the back of your printer? And I rarely use rear paper feed. I always use my cassette, okay? So then you're going to go down. Your orientation's already right. Your paper type. This is, oh, I forgot the document size. Don't let me skip that part. Let me get back up here a little bit. Come back up with me. Okay. After you do the paper source, you go to your document size. The document size is what you click for the 8.5 by 11, the 8.5 by 14, your 11 by 17, and your 13 by 19. If you remember correctly, we are doing the 13 by 19. So I'm going to click here. And then I'm going to find my 13 by 19. My 13 by 19 says Super B 13 by 19. So I'm going to click Super B 13 by 19. I'm going to click there. And it's changed and ready to go. And then I'm going to go down here to the paper type. Okay. Hey, little gypsy. Nobody wants to hear you on the video. No. All right, guys. She's getting rowdy. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So you're going to go down here to paper type. And you're going to click here and go to Premium Presentation Paper Matte. You want the best print you can get. We used to sell sublimation prints, and everybody, Missy, your sublimation prints are so great. I love them so much. What do you do to make them so good? This is one of the steps I use, okay? So it's very important to do this step. Premium Presentation Paper Matte. Hey, Miss Gypsy, do you want to record this for me? The next one is you need to go down to is your quality. It's the quality of your paper, okay? You click here and you go down to high. Always make sure your paper is on high. The only other thing left you need to do, because all of this is going to be just fine, is you can click how many copies you would like. You can click 1, 2, 3, 4. You can change it to whatever you need. And that'll print however many you need. And then right here is print preview. I always recommend everybody using print preview. I even still do it myself just to make sure you got everything good and you're not wasting any paper. So you click print preview and then print OK. Then here you still have to hit print because remember we just went into preferences. We did the preferences. Now we're going to hit print and it's going to pop up with our preview and everything looks great. The design is all in the box. So then you would just hit print. I'm not going to print this because I'm not printing right now, but you would just go right here and hit print and you're done. It'll print just fine for you. So I'm going to close this because we do not want to print. And that is all you have to do to print with Inkscape. That is to get you guys started. And it is super, super easy to do. And once you learn how to do it, you're just going to love it so much. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Also, don't forget, you can change your sizes here on your right-hand side. Okay? You change your sizes here, or you can type them in here. If you're done printing this one and you want to print a whole new one, all you have to do is make sure you're clicked on your truck and then you just hit delete. Okay? And then you can go ahead and go over to the right. Say you want to print something that's on an 8.5 by 11. You just click your 8.5 by 11 paper and it changes it here. And it changes it here. And it changes it here. So now you can bring in a design that way. Now I showed you how to drag and drop your design earlier from my folder. Now I'm going to show you how to bring in a design through your files, okay? So you go over here to your file at the top on the right. Follow my little bubble, 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 bubble. All right. And you click File. And then you're going to go to Import. So you're going to click Import. And you're going to bring up some designs. And I'm just going to click on one to bring it in. Let's see. We're out of fall now. Is there any cute Christmas designs I can bring in? How about this little tree here? I'm going to click on this tree. You got to click on it. So you click on whatever design you want. So I'm going to click on this tree. And then I'm going to click Open. And then the tree comes right on in. And it just lays it wherever it wants. Now to move the tree around, remember, you just left click and then hold and drag. Super easy. Left click, hold, and just move your mouse. All right. So if you need to size your tree To fit your box, you just go up here and use these same measurements, okay? And you can just do the exact same thing. Let's say we do have a Christmas tree blank. We do. We have Christmas tree earrings, blank. We have the Christmas tree in so many different sizes. I think there's like 13 or 14 different sizes in our tree. Okay, same thing with our truck. We have so many different sizes. So let's say we want to put this cutie on an earring, on a 1.5-inch earring. Well, when you do a smaller blank, you don't add 30 to it. You add only 10 to it. So if we have a 1.5-inch earring, we're going to click this little lock button here. And then we're going to go over to our height, because I always start with height first. You're going to backspace, and you're going to click. You're going to put 1.60. The reason I'm putting 1.60 is because the earrings that I'm going to work on are 1.50. They're 1.5 inches. So I want to add the 10 points. 10 points to 150 is 160. So that's why I'm doing that. Now I'm going to click over here so it'll adjust the size. And there's a little earring. So I'm going to click the little earring. I'm going to left click it. And I'm going to drag it on up here. Okay. So if you notice, the width changed and the width changed correctly. So I do not have to change the width at all. But if you did have to change the width, you just unlock this little lock and then you can change it. Okay. But it did it just perfect for me. So now I'm going to use my control button on your desktop or laptop. You hit your control and you use your mouse wheel and you scroll in so I can see my box a little better, okay? So that's what I just did. I scrolled in. And now you have your little earring. Now, what if you have you need a whole sheet of these earrings? Well, let me show you what you can do to fill your sheet up real fast, okay? All you do is you left click on your tree, so it's highlighted now, and then you right click your tree. When you right click your tree, you see this taskbar that pulls up, and you want to go to duplicate, okay? It's just a few down, and you hit duplicate, and it's going to make a whole nother tree just like the other one. That tree is now laying right on top of this one. So you're going to click it, you left click, and drag to the side of it. Now you have 2 trees. Okay? So it's that easy. And you just keep doing the same step over and over. You left click, right click, duplicate. And then you just left click and drag it over. Okay? So left click on your mouse, right click on your mouse, duplicate. And that your tree is sitting there. And no worries, if you click off of it, you just click back on and your tree's there, okay? And you can just fill up your whole page and then make sure you mirror. Now, let me show you. You're probably like, I have to mirror each and every one of these. Yes, you can click it and then go to your mirror. And then you can click this one and go to your mirror. But there's an easier step than that, okay? If you left click, say come over here to this area, left click and drag your mouse down. You see this box? And then just make sure you're over everything and let it go. And it highlights everything. And then you can just come up here to your mirror image and mirror. That easy, okay? That is another way also you can duplicate. If you left click and drag and let go, then you can right click. Make sure you right click on one of the trees, not in between this empty space. You right click a tree and you duplicate. Make sure again, you don't click on an empty space. You click on the tree, hold it, and then drag it down. Okay? Oops. Drag it down like that and let go of it. Now, and you can do that even bigger. Watch. Left click, drag, right click, duplicate. Okay, now, what if you accidentally click off of this right now before you get to drag it down? Oh no, how do I get these? Now, it's not, you can't highlight that. If you do this again, it's going to move the whole thing. So you don't want to do that, okay? If you accidentally did that, no fear. All you have to do is click on each one and drag it down where you need it to go, because it is still there. And that's it. That is it. Okay, guys? So this is another technique that I'm going to show you in another video. Like I said, this one's all about printing. So I just wanted to show you guys how to print. Again, if you need to highlight them and mirror them, all you do is you just left click, drag. They all have the little lines, and then you just hit your mirror button, your horizontal button, and it mirrors it for you. And then you go to your file and you go to print and you do all those printer settings we did before. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. We are 100% here to help. We want all of our peoples to be successful at everything that they do. So we are always willing to help everyone out as much as we possibly can. And make sure you like this video, comment, and let us know if you enjoyed it, and let us know what else you would like to see. We love to know that you like what we're doing, and that encourages us to do more for you. Also, hit that bell and subscribe so you know when we post more videos. Thanks for joining us today. Go head on over to Out of the World Designs and check out our website if you never have, and find you some pretty awesome sublimation blanks. And don't forget, we do have a Facebook group page. Go on our Facebook group and join that group, because you can get all kinds of tips and tricks, and you can see all our designs and our approved designers, and just so much going on over there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you have lots of success with sublimation and printing. Have a blessed one.